Hello everyone, I'm Ahmed, and today we're going to tackle a topic that is absolutely critical for your government exams. I'm talking WAEC, NECO, and JAMB. We're diving deep into the rights and duties of Nigerian citizens. This topic, it's like a superstar on these exams. It shows up almost every single year. So, what does that mean for you? Well, mastering it is your ticket to bagging some easy, guaranteed marks. Ready? Let's get your exam ready. So, at its very core, it's all about one word: balance. You see the scale? It's the perfect picture. On one side, you have your rights, what you're entitled to as a citizen, and on the other, your duties, what you owe back to your country. Getting this balance right, that's what's so crucial. All right, first things first, we're going to build a really strong foundation here. You might remember some of this from SS1, but we're going to take that basic knowledge and kick it up a notch to the level you need to not just pass these exams, but to totally ace them. And it all begins right here with the whole idea of citizenship. What is it really? Well, think of it like your official membership card for Nigeria. In this card, it's a two-sided deal. It gives you all the perks, your rights, but it also comes with a list of responsibilities, your duties. Okay, take a good look at this list. I want you to understand, these are not just suggestions, they're not just nice ideas. No way. These are your fundamental rights. They are locked in, they are protected by the highest law in the land, Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution. It's like a promise the nation makes to every single one of us just for being a citizen. Now listen up, because this is where a lot of students slip up in the exam hall. They mix up rights and duties. Let's make sure that's not you. It's actually super simple. Rights are what you get, they're your entitlements, guaranteed by the Constitution. Duties, that's what you give. They are your obligations, what the law requires you to do for the state. Get versus give. Easy, right? So, on the flip side, here are those duties we're talking about. These are the things you have to do. It's all about building a good, orderly society for everyone. We're talking about obeying laws, paying your taxes, yeah, I know, respecting national symbols like the flag, and a big one, respecting the rights of other people. Okay, so theory is great, right? But let's be real, you're here to score marks on your exams. So it's time to shift gears. We're moving from theory to practice. Let's see how this all plays out in actual past questions from WAEC, JAMB, and NECO. This is where the magic happens, where your knowledge turns directly into points. All right, first up, a classic essay question from WAEC. This one's from 2018. Now look closely. It's got two parts, an A and a B. And you know what that means? You've got to answer both parts properly to get all the marks on the table. So how do you attack this? Simple. One part at a time. For part A, you just list out those three methods. You've got by birth, and hey, if you really want to impress the examiner, you can mention the two types, just soli, that means right of the soil, basically born in Nigeria, and just sanguineous, right of blood, meaning your parents are Nigerian. Next up is by registration, which is often through marriage, and finally, by naturalization. Boom, part A is done. Then for part B, you just list the conditions, things like living here for at least 15 years and having good character. See, you just keep it simple, clear, and direct. And here's a massive tip from me to you. The examiner is not trying to trick you. Just answer the question. They asked for methods of acquiring citizenship, so don't start talking about duties. Read the question carefully and be precise. That is how you bag every single mark. Okay, let's switch to JAMB. This is from 2019, a multiple-choice question. The question is all about the right to seek redress. So the whole thing hinges on one word, redress. What in the world does that mean in a legal sense? Any ideas? Well, let's break it down. Redress simply means getting a remedy, making a wrong right. And where do you do that? In a court of law. So, which of your rights guarantees you a fair process in court? Exactly, you're right, to a fair hearing. So the logic leads you straight to the correct answer, which is A. And now for NECO. Here's a super common, really straightforward essay question you could totally see. It's a gift, really. Outline 5 duties of a citizen to the state. No tricks, no hidden meanings, they're just asking you to list them out. And for a question like this, don't write a novel. The examiner just wants a clear, numbered list. Just give them 5 solid points, just like you see here. Obeying laws, paying taxes, loyalty, national service, respecting symbols, bam, bam, bam. You list them out, you get the full marks. It really is that simple. This is a perfect example of how the marking scheme works. They literally give you 1 mark for each correct point you list. So, if the question asks for 5, you give them 5. Don't overthink it. Being direct and structured is your fastest route to a high score. Alright, so we've covered the basics, we've gone through real exam questions. Now the ball's in your court. But honestly, you've got this. You really do. So let me leave you with this final thought. As you keep studying, don't just memorize the lists. Think about it. How do these rights and duties play out in your everyday life? How do they balance each other? Because understanding that connection, that's the real goal here. It's not just about passing an exam, it's about understanding your role as a citizen of Nigeria. Hey, if this was helpful for you, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, share it with your classmates who might need it, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Everybody's support helps us make more of these explainers to help you crush your exams. And remember, practice is everything. Don't stop here. Head over to www.examkp.com. They've got thousands of questions for you to work through. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you the absolute best of luck